If you're a creator, you know the feeling, right? That constant pressure to feed the algorithm, the chaos of just trying to come up with new ideas. It's a grind, and it almost always leads straight to burnout. But what if there was a better way? A system to turn all that chaos into a calm, compounding growth engine? Well, in this explainer, we're going to lay out that exact blueprint. So, look, there are really two paths you can take. On the left, you got the path most people are on, throwing random shorts at the wall, hoping something sticks, no real system, and yeah, ending up completely burnt out. But on the right, that's a different way forward. It's built on solid research, it revolves around pillar content, and it's powered by a repurposing engine that leads to real compounding growth. That second path, that's exactly where we're headed today. And let's be super clear, this is not just a theory or some nice idea. We're talking about an exact, repeatable system. It's designed to take one single creative effort and turn into an entire ecosystem of content, all done efficiently, strategically, and without that creative exhaustion we all know way too well. So, welcome to the AI Pipeline Blueprint. The core idea is actually really simple, but incredibly powerful. One great video becomes 20, maybe even more assets. Think of it like a machine that you build once and it turns a single burst of your creative energy into an entire week's worth of strategic content. Here's the whole master workflow just so you can see the big picture. It's 5 phases. We start with research, building a solid foundation using NotebookLM. Then we move to scripting with some help from an AI like Claude. Phase 3 is creating our one big pillar video for YouTube. From there, it gets fun. We go to repurposing with a tool like Clip. And finally, we distribute everything into our ecosystem. Don't worry, we're going to break down every single one of these steps. All right, let's dive into phase 1, building the research brain. You have to get this right because any truly great piece of content starts with an unshakable foundation. The goal here isn't just to gather a bunch of random links, it's to build a smart, source-grounded brain on your topic using Google's NotebookLM. Okay, so once you've fed all your articles, notes, and transcripts into your notebook, you start with this really simple prompt. And the effect is immediate. It just cuts through all the noise. It forces the AI to boil down maybe dozens of pages into the absolute core of the story. This gives you a super clean, factual foundation to build everything on top of. Next up, you need a narrative. A story. This prompt takes all those facts and organizes them into a clear chronological flow. And this is so crucial because a strong timeline is basically the backbone of any good explainer video. It gives your script a logical structure from the very beginning. Now, this next step, this is where things get really interesting. This is how you bridge the gap between facts and feelings. A story is nothing if your audience doesn't actually connect with it. So this prompt forces the AI to find that human element, to find the emotional hooks that are going to make people genuinely care about what you have to say. This is where you find the gold. The best hooks, the best titles, the best thumbnails, they almost always come from the things that are surprising or ironic or a little contrarian. This prompt is literally designed to mine your research for those exact moments, the ones that stop a viewer mid-scroll and make them have to click. And finally, we put it all together. This last prompt takes your summary, your timeline, those emotional angles, and your killer hooks, and it organizes them into a real video structure. And the key phrase here is paced for retention. See, this isn't just an outline, it's a blueprint for a video that's engineered to keep people watching. Okay, so with our rock-solid, source-grounded outline completely done, we can finally move into production. This is where we turn that blueprint into a compelling script and then create our single most important asset, the pillar video. Now you take that detailed outline over to a writing AI, something like Claude. And here's the key. You do not just ask it to write a script. That's a rookie mistake. You have to give it specific directives. You're the director. You set the length, the tone. I find a calm, no-hype voice works best. And the structure. You tell it to add pattern interrupts to reset viewer attention, and really important, to end with a strong hook for whatever's coming next. You're directing the AI to write for a human audience. So after you record and edit, you publish that one high-quality, long-form video. And I really need to hammer this point home. This is not just another video. This is your pillar asset. It is the sun and your content solar system. Every single other piece of content we're about to create is going to orbit around this one central source of truth. And now for the magic. Seriously, this part is awesome. Phase 4 is where we unleash the power of automation. We're going to feed our pillar asset into a repurposing machine like Clip and literally just watch as it multiplies our content for us. And just like with the script, you give the machine rules. You tell it to hunt for the most emotional and surprising moments from your main video. You set the length you want, tell it to add those bold, engaging captions, and, this is crucial, make sure every single short ends with a call to action that drives viewers back to the main event. This is how your shorts stop being random pieces of content and start being strategic trailers for your pillar video. Okay, this brings us to the final and honestly the most important phase, building the ecosystem. The shorts are great for bringing in traffic, but this is where you build a real community and a sustainable creator business. This is where you actually win the game. This slide shows the power of that pillar asset perfectly. That original video script you created, it's instantly transformed. Boom, it's a discussion post for your community. Boom, it's a value-packed newsletter. It's an SEO-friendly blog post, and it can even become a downloadable PDF lead magnet. One single effort creates all these different touch points with your audience. And here's what that looks like in a simple, calm weekly schedule. The flywheel kicks off on Monday when you publish your big video. Tuesday through Friday, your automated shorts are going out. On Wednesday, your newsletter drops. Thursday, you spark a discussion in your community. And over the weekend, you create an evergreen asset like a blog post. See? No chaos, just a predictable, powerful rhythm. So let's just take a step back and look at the transformation. We started over on the left, on the path of most creators, random content, no system, and it always leads to burnout. But by putting this blueprint in place, you now have a system. It's grounded in research, it's centered on powerful pillar content, it's amplified by a repurposing engine, and it's all feeding a compounding ecosystem that grows over time. You have to understand this, what we've just walked through. It is not just a clever workflow for making a few videos. This is a complete blueprint for building a modern creator business. It's how you scale your impact and your income without scaling your stress. So the only question left is, which piece of this machine are you going to build first? Are you going to start by creating your research brain, or maybe focus on setting up that repurposing engine? The choice is yours, but the important thing is to start. If you're finding these tutorials valuable and you're serious about integrating AI and automation into your business to save time and build scalable systems, I invite you to join our free school community. This isn't a place for hype or unrealistic promises. Instead, it's a focused environment where we continue the conversation, share practical workflows, and troubleshoot real-world AI implementation challenges together. Inside, you'll find extended discussions on the AI tools and automation strategies we cover here on the channel, exclusive mini tutorials and workflow breakdowns that go even deeper, a supportive network of fellow entrepreneurs, freelancers, and creators who are actively building with AI, opportunities to ask questions directly and get feedback on your own automation projects. It's a space dedicated to continuous learning and practical application, helping you move from understanding concepts to implementing effective AI solutions in your day-to-day operations. To join, simply click the link in the description below. I'm looking forward to connecting with you there and helping you further streamline your work and build real leverage with AI.